Let's go full screen. All right. Be sure to check out the Whatnot shop. All right. Tons of items uploaded on there. Okay. Check it out. And new items on the way to be uploaded. There's about 120 something plus items in there. 124. All right. Check out the Whatnot shop, man. Okay. Let me drop the link. Let's go here.
A go to say, you got LeBron James, Kobe, Michael Jordan. I'm not just saying it because he's dead, but I think Clark Kent would have smoked me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Rest
in a
in
real
peace.
battle. I think he's about the only one. May is there too. I can't keep telling you the same names, but they the ones that got it. Like they got a guy, what's his name? Perfect Pair. I challenged him a million times. I said, yo, let's go. Collection for collection. He never stepped out. The other guy, what's his name? PJ Knowles or something. I challenged him. He
This
never
PJ?
stepped out.
PJ Tucker?
Not PJ Tucker, PJ Knowles.
Okay.
PJ
Oh,
Tucker.
PG knows.
PJ Tucker too. He know what's up. Like, yo,
Damn.
listen, man. Come on, man. They all know what's up.
Well, so I don't know if you saw this, Joe. So you just mentioned Perfect Pair. You said his name.
Yeah.
Perfect Pair posted yesterday. He posted a pair of Air Force Ones. I'll show you the picture.
Mhm.
He posted this pair on Instagram because obviously we've been promoting that you're going to be here and obviously posting the clips of, what you've said about obviously being one of the GOATs in the sneaker game.
Mhm.
My phone's in black and white, but you could tell the shoe from this photo. He posted the photo and then there's a comment that I'm going to read out loud for you in a minute here.
What's the comment?
So he posted this photo.
Mhm.
And because every time we've posted you on the page, I've commented and I've pinned the comment from the Got Soul page that said, what should we ask Joe at the event? Right? Because people want to know.
What he wants to,
Right.
he wants me to ask.
And so Perfect Pair posted that shoe and he said, at Got Soul, ask him why he had a foo-foo of this most precious AF1. If he was really that guy, he would have known Mark Smith.
Okay.
Fact that Joe sold JC a foo-foo is crazy. We need answers because that's why he lost all creds in my book.
I got, he's full of shit. He needs to pull his collection out and let's go. Number two is, what happened was I was at an event like this. That was back in the days, and they used to have sneaker battles, right? So in this,
that would actually be pretty dope. Although I don't know how the logistics on that would probably be fucking insane. A sneaker battle in person at a sneaker event. You know what I mean? Like that's got to be hard. And just Joe in itself, like Joe talking about, yo, let pull your collection out. Let's do a battle. How would that even be done? You know what I'm saying? Like that would have to be, how we do it, where they both take the link and they both have time to go get a sneaker and pull it out. And because like in person, like the way that Joe is describing it right now, that's crazy. Like, nobody's going to haul their whole fucking collection to a fucking sneaker event to do a fucking sneaker battle. Okay? I don't think there ain't one nigga out there that would do that. Now, let's put it this way. Not any of the big dogs with the big collections. Could you imagine a Matt for the Win having to haul his whole fucking collection to a sneaker event to do a battle? Could you imagine I Collect Kicks? What the hell? The logistics in that is insane. Okay, the niggas ain't hauling their whole fucking collection over to a damn a venue to do no damn sneaker battle. Now though, if Fat Joe and Perfect Pair did it like on a stage, sort of like let's say maybe a versus, but the thing is that they're not physically there. You know what I mean? They're just logging in from a computer. They have their whole collection with them. Yo, pull out this, pull out that, go sneaker for sneaker. You know what I mean? Something like that. I think that is something that they could actually put together. And I ain't going to hold you, my nigga. Even if they charge something, I think that they would be able to make money off of that. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if, because you got to remember, Fat Joe is a celebrity. And for the folks that don't know, the Perfect Pair is, he's associated with like casinos and shit like that. And I might get this wrong. I think he owns a casino. So like both these higgers got money. Both these higgers got resources. They are not your just average, like to me, I Collect Kicks Matt for the win. These are regular guys that, you know, put in that work and, you know, have crazy collections. But, you know, Fat Joe and fucking the perfect pair, you know, have absorbent amounts of money that they could just blow on sneakers. All right. So that would be a battle just out of this world. And I think motherfuckers would watch it, bro. You know, I think it could make money. You know, we're not talking fucking gazillions of fucking dollars, but I think that them two battling, I think that'd be a good battle. Now, I'm almost 1,000% it would never happen. The reason for that, coming up.
Sneaker battle. The judge was Clark Kent, Siraj from New Jersey. All the illest sneaker collectors in the world. They chose that sneaker as the winner. Here's $5,000. You won. It was an event like this back in the day. Anybody who was
who were the judges? So the judges, they might have been judging from a distance or something. They weren't like, you know, how would you say it? They weren't verifying the sneaker, right? Because obviously the story is that the sneaker that just got called out from Fat Joe is a sneaker that won a sneaker battle. Like, you know, real sneaker enthusiasts with names behind them chose that sneaker and said that's the winner. So they chose the fake. Yo, ain't that crazy? A motherfucking fake, nigga. And let me tell you something. That's an Air Force One that they're talking about. No. Let me put a little bit of respect on Air Force Ones. Air Force One's been around for a hot minute getting faked. Okay. Air Force One is not really that hard to fake. If you really, you know, in the grand scheme of it all across the water, Air Force One is not that hard, right? Jordans in time, they not that hard to do. SBs used to be extremely hard. My nigga, they've already started figuring that shit out. You know, that's why I be moving kind of iffy, even copping. I don't cop as fast as I used to because, you know, the Air Force, the damn Nike SBs, which is my favorite, my nigga, the chinos already are, you know, perfecting that craft, you know. But Air Force Ones for a hot minute have been around getting replicated, you know. But damn, to think at a motherfucking event with some big names, nigga said that one, that's the winner, the fake. Who were the judges?
There was back in the days, they used to have sneaker battles, right? So in the sneaker battle, the judge was Clark Kent.
Ah, R.I.P. my nigga. Clark Kent rolling in his motherfucking grave, talking about, God damn, Joe. Shh. You feel me? I remember Complex having sneaker battles on YouTube, but I don't remember at ComplexCon. No. A sneaker battle in some type of venue, that's going to be way too hard, bro. You know what I mean? Like these guys, what are these guys going to do? And because that's the thing, like that's what makes the sneaker battle good. The fact that the collector is in his home and he has access to anything and everything. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes collectors get a little lazy. I don't want to dig this, day, and the third, but you still have your whole collection at your disposal. Now, could you imagine if they made a Higa carry all that to like a venue? Okay. You got to remember, you're bringing hundreds of sneakers that ain't even going to get used. Remember, sneaker battles, it depends on the question. They might never ask a question that warrants, you know, 98% of the sneakers that you brought into the building. Nobody is doing that, bro. I'm sorry. Nobody. That logistically, that's a nightmare. You know? And Fat Joe and fucking a perfect pair, them niggas got a lot of shoes, bro. Okay? The perfect pair, there's a video that I honestly want to watch. Fuck a commentating. I don't mind watching it and then just deleting the stream afterwards because I ain't trying to jack the content, but there's a video that's out right now that's about an hour, almost, I think it's like an hour and change long, them just going through the perfect pairs collection. You know, like at the end of the day, like, you know, I love shoes, my nigga. I love looking at shoes. I love listening to another nigga talk about their shoes. Like, you know, so, you know, I don't mind watching that motherfucker, but like, you know, that nigga got mad shoes too. You know, like they're not just going to move all the shoes in their fucking home to some fucking venue. No. Do it like a versus, you know, get them niggas to take the link, you know, make sure their internet connection is good. Cause You know, a nigga could have fucking a gazillion dollars in fucking sneakers and fucking the most fucking bootleg Wi-Fi you've ever seen in your life. All right, that would be dope. So Clark Kent was one of the judges that said, "You see that fake right there? It wins." With all due respect, Clark Kent didn't know it was fake, and I'm pretty sure that maybe they were just viewing it from a distance. But the specific sneaker that they're talking about, I feel like the sneaker is or was at that time so exclusive, I can't see a Clark Kent not walking over to look at it and touch it. You know, I just can't see one of these niggas just being a judge and not really like. You see the sneaker battles that we be having. There be times where it'd be like, yo, my nigga, like, yo, the sneaker battle over. Yo, pull that joint out again that you had. My nigga, let me see that joint again. Damn, that shit is so nice. That shit is fly. So imagine you're at the actual location where the sneaker is there. You telling me now one of these niggas went over and said, yo, let me see this. You telling me a Clark Kent went over and looked at it and it was legit to him? Let's say it wasn't legit to him. Clark Kent didn't say, yo, wait, hold on, though. Yo, dog, these are fake, though.
Siraj from New Jersey.
Siraj is the owner of Sneaker Room. Okay, shout to Jen Twice. Jen Twice used to work over there. You know, that's another higga that, you know, heavily involved in sneakers. You know, that sneaker, they you know, nobody looked at it, nobody peeped it, nobody checked it out, nothing. That's crazy. Shout out to the tribesman. Fat Joe is a goofball. Let's recap the time he robbed an entire gym full of peers and got some of the people he robbed to carry said robbed items. Yeah, I heard that story. You know what I mean? He robbed the whole gymnasium, and then some of the higgers that he robbed, he said, "Yo, my nigga, I need y'all to help me bring this stuff with me." he hit them with the king of New York, my nigga. He said, "Listen, I got a job for you, all right? I got a fucking job for you. Meet me at the fucking plaza. Meet me at the Plaza Hotel, all right? I got a job for you."
All the illest sneaker collectors in the world, they chose that sneaker as the winner. Here's $5,000. You won. It was an event like this back in the day. Anybody who was a sneaker collector, if he was a real sneaker collector back then, he would have been there. Everybody was there. So the guy wins.
But sometimes that's an exaggeration. Everybody was there. You know, you're just trying to say that, you know, some big dogs were in there, but not everybody was there. Okay.
Sneaker of the battle. I'll pull him to the side. I mean, I'm thinking, you know, Clark Kent, all the sneaker collectors at the time that was the biggest, they chose that sneaker as the sneaker of the battle and paid him as the grand prize #1. So I meet him out back and I'm like, yo, I got 10 grand for you. He sells me the sneaker. I got that shit for 20 years. I forget I even have it. One day I show it and the internet go crazy. Yo, that is fugazi. Okay, so the guy got me and got the whole sneaker community because the judges was Clark Kent, let's say the mayor, let's say Siraj, like the illest niggas in the world. You know, the Shaq, the Chuck,
We have Jack too.
the Ernie, the Kenny Smith, all consider this the sneaker of the. Right now, we do a sneaker battle, and you guys all pick. Not even you guys. I don't even rate you like the guys who picked it. I'm telling you, the greatest sneaker collectors of all time said, "This is the sneaker." I go and do business with them. Yo, let me buy it, but it happened to be a fake sneaker. 20 years later, I posted one time that, yo, we never seen that. Yo, that shit is fake. I was like, was I embarrassed? Yes, I was embarrassed. But the good thing is that it was a verifiable story. If y'all go to Siraj from Jersey and all of them now, they would tell you that's how it happened. You know, so that's what happened. He could lose whatever credibility he want for Joe back. I've been doing this shit since before he probably had a sneaker. That's the problem. So if you kids, if you don't really know, if y'all want me, you got me upset with that one. I started this shit.
So you against Perfect Pair sneaker battle.
I've been told him that. I told him this on Complex.
If we can get Perfect Pair to do it, you'll do it?
1,000,000,000%. And I told him for collection. For collection. Collection for collection. I got Titanics. These guys don't want this type of shit. I'm telling you. And I'm off. I haven't even been like, when I'm on that bullshit right now, I've been on my graffiti shit right now. You know, sometimes I'm a rapper and I just write all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I'm a sneaker collector and I'm going. So right now I've been on my graph shit, getting ready for the spring and the summer to hit some trains and shit like that. So that's where I'm at creatively right now. But sneaker collecting, come on, man. These guys, I mean, it is what it is, guys. Whatever y'all want to do, we do. He don't want it with me. He's a coward, this guy. This guy like a turtle.
All right, there it is, right? I don't see this happening as a sneaker battle because now there's personal insults. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like certain higgers take shit the wrong way, or certain higgers just don't do the personal insults. There's other higgers that will take it in stride and no big deal. It don't bother them. There's other higgers that, my nigga, they don't take with the disrespect, do the personal insults and all that type of shit. And the perfect pair to me is, it seems like one of them type of hickers, man. You know, he's going to hear these insults and be like, nah, I don't even want to bother.
He come out, say something, stick his head back in the turtle shell. You know what I'm saying? This guy a pussy. He don't even want this type of energy or something like that. I've offered to challenge this guy complex on everything you could think of. This guy ain't coming out.
Joe, I think we can make it happen. I think we're that new generation that can make it happen. Kenny, we're going to send this to you. See.
Gorilla booty cheeks, we clapping them gorilla booty cheeks, clapping them gorilla booty cheeks. We clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks. We clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks. We clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks. We clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks, we clapping gorilla cheeks.